Well, following the decision by the US and the UK to allow Ukraine to fire long-range missiles into Russian territory, President Putin announced he was lowering the threshold for the potential use of Russia's nuclear weapons. Well, now, for the first time, a Russian military officer who served inside one of Russia's top-secret nuclear bases has spoken out. The man fled the country after being threatened with deployment to the front line in Ukraine. Our correspondent Will Vernon went to meet him at a secret location outside Russia.
Russia likes to put on a show of its nuclear capabilities. On state TV, Britain is regularly threatened with atomic annihilation. But the question keeping Western politicians up at night: would Putin really push the nuclear button? This man worked on the inside. A former officer in the elite nuclear forces, he was stationed at a top-secret base in Russia.
The troops are there to either repel or carry out a nuclear strike. There's a very strict selection process. There are constant checks and lie detector tests. It's a closed society. There are no strangers there. If you want your parents to visit, you need to submit a request to the FSB security service 3 months in advance.
To protect Anton, we're not revealing his location or his identity. He showed us documents which confirmed his story, as well as details of his service at the nuclear base.
On the day the war started, we were put on full combat readiness and shut in the base. The weapons were fully in place and we were ready to the maximum extent. The state of alert was cancelled after 2 or 3 weeks.
Part of Russia's nuclear arsenal dates from the Soviet era. Some experts say it might not even work.
That's a very simplified view from so-called experts. Russia has an enormous arsenal and a huge amount of warheads and constant patrol on land, sea and air. The weapons are fully operational and battle-ready. Maintenance work never stops, not even for 1 minute.
Obviously, you know secret information. How concerned are you that the Russian authorities might try and track you down?
The FSB, the Interior Ministry, local police, they're all looking for me. I realise I could be kidnapped and taken to Russia by plane. Now, I try to help other soldiers to flee. I understand the more that I do that, the higher the chances they could try and kill me.
Human rights groups say the number of Russian soldiers fleeing the war is increasing, and the Kremlin will be increasingly nervous about people like Anton speaking out. Will Vernon, BBC News.